bear came out of the woods and snatched him off his riding lawnmower, took him off into the forest after, and then you could go from there. Maybe the bear could be a female bear that fell in love with him and brought him to her little hidey hole and wanted to show him some of her household things and wanted him to stay there with her. All depends on what the age group that you're trying to write a story for is. That would be more for the younger generation that I write for them not to be scared of bears. Unless, of course, you want them to be scared of bears. So they keep their distance. But it all depends on what kind of story you want. If you want a fictional, fun, loving one, bears are in plenty of stories. So that could be one for that. Another story would be he heard a shot in the forest, and it wasn't hunting time, or there was no hunting on his land, and that was his land, and he ran to see what was going on. You could build a story from there, saying he came across a hunter who had stepped into a bear trap, and as he was falling down, his gun shot off. So he was eternally grateful for you coming and finding him. That's non-morbid storyline you could run with. Let's see. What's another one I can think of? Oh, for the sci-fi people, maybe he was moving around and an alien ship came from out of the blue and beamed him up. And you can carry on from there with how they were going to do probes on him, and he got talking to them and turned them into friends. There's so many alien peacock. Ran right in the way of my... I didn't know there was peacocks up here in the wild. That is so wild. If it was a peacock, though, it wasn't one with a whole bunch of colorful feathers. It was brown, so that's why I was wondering if it really was a peacock. But what looks like a peacock isn't a peacock. It lives up here in Ontario. I'd have to look that up. Anyway, I digress. Squirrel! Yes, storylines. So yeah, there's so many storylines out there about aliens who are bad and want to kill you and take over the world and whatever. How many are out there that they want to come down and be friendly and, you know, get to know you and all that stuff? Especially if you wrote it for kids, you could put that slant on it to get kids more interested in science fiction, or even if it's legit, there are aliens in the world. You just increase their curiosity and make them want to learn more. So what else can we do? One more storyline. How about just the standard, boring, he was driving on the riding lawnmower and he ran out of gas. Forgot to check the tank. make it be the moral of the story is to always double check things before you get started so you don't get caught in the wild somewhere and not have any means to do anything or get back. So anyway, those are some ideas. I thought I would just record this while I was driving, and this turned into longer than I thought it would be, but that's great. Maybe you're welcome to grab any one of those ideas